To talk about the Master Mako T1060DR. DR stands for dust reduced. What BASF has done is take an amazing concrete repair material in the T1060 and reduce the dust in the material, making it safer to use. Now the T1060 can be used anywhere to repair concrete, to full depth repairs all the way up to about a ½ inch. Material sets in 10 minutes and is traffic ready in about 60 minutes depending on the temperature. So this is a great material whether you're doing highway bridge decks, concrete balconies, concrete parking decks, any structures where you want to get a rapid turnaround. This is the material to use. And again, with the T1060DR, we've reduced the dust in the material to make it safer for the installer. So now we've mixed our mix for 3 to 5 minutes. We're all set and ready to pour it into our repair area. You see it's pretty thick stuff. Just gonna dump it in. This form should take about a batch, maybe a little bit more than a batch. So get it in our area. Generally, if this was concrete, we'd want to do a scrub coat, okay? And all that is taking some of the material and working it into the surface. So we don't want any standing water, but we want a nice damp condition. That way, that dry concrete won't suck the water out of this mix because it needs a certain amount of water in the mix to perform properly. So once we do our scrub coat, put our material in, and then we're going to just move it around with our trowel. Now you can see it's very stiff, okay? It's not leveling out. What it needs is some energy to mix that material. All right, so once we get a little movement and vibrate it a little bit, you'll see how it levels right out. But as soon as I stop, it's gonna stay right there, okay? So I give it, put a little energy in there, let it move around. And that material will just cure that way, okay? So, but again, once I start putting a little energy, it softens up, loses some of that thixotropic nature, and it'll make it easy to trowel. So I'm gonna move it so we can fill this whole form. And I got it close to where I want it. Now I don't want to quickly finish it off with a flat trowel because you'll notice if I really close it up, you'll start to see a couple small blisters coming in. So the air's got to work its way out of the concrete. So we're going to get those full physical properties and that high compressive strength. So generally we're going to use something more like a float. In this case I have a wood float. And we're just going to, oh, it doesn't fit in there. So we're just going to move that around. And you see how that kind of opens the surface. That's going to allow that air to get out of there. All right. You can see I worked it, took a little bit off there. And close that easy enough. Very user-friendly. You can use it on slopes, on ramps, because it will, unless you're troweling it, it will set up. It's not going to float on you. So watch this. I can tip this right over, and you can see the material staying up there. It's not all floating down. But once I put a little energy in there, it's going to start to level out. So really interesting material. We can, after a very short time, we can cut our grooves in there. We can put our control joints. Okay, so now we got a nice edge on there. And you can do that at a very quick rate. This probably needs another couple minutes before I would start to put my joints in there. But again, it's going to be pretty much initial set within 10 minutes, traffic ready in about 60. So within an hour, we can be at least foot traffic at low temperatures, but if we get 70, 80 degrees, we'll be able to open it to full traffic. The other benefit to this material, it can be coated very quickly with that rapid setting. So within 6 to 8 hours, we can put like an epoxy coating over this material. Urethane's generally somewhere between 12 and 24. But rather than waiting days to be able to coat this as part of a system solution, we can coat it in a matter of hours. So great material for rapid setting concrete repairs. And now with our DR, it's dust reduced as well. The Master Mako T1060DR, as well as the other T1060 materials, are all available here at X-Tech, any one of their locations. You can get the material and they can answer all your questions.